welcome to the Shadow Talks. Without wasting time, let's go to the video.
I had been hiking alone for years, and that gave me too much confidence. Last October, I went deep into Monongahela National Forest, looking for quiet and isolation. The weather felt perfect, and I wanted to wander far from the main trails. I didn't realize how dangerous that choice would become.
Hours later, I reached a steep gorge. A massive fallen oak tree lay across it like a natural bridge. The drop below was deadly, but the tree looked strong. I tested it, then slowly walked across. As soon as I crossed, I heard it. A slow, steady thunk, thunk, thunk. At first, I thought someone was chopping firewood, but the sound was too close, too intentional. Then I saw him, an older man in dirty camo, holding a full-sized axe. He wasn't chopping wood, he was chopping the tree I had just crossed. I yelled, but he didn't stop. He finally looked at me and said, "That's not my problem," with cold, empty eyes. He walked away and left the tree cracked and unstable. I checked my phone, no service. With no safe way back, I turned and tried to find another path, hoping the forest would lead me out. Instead, I found a clearing filled with carved symbols, bones, and strange objects hanging from branches. The air felt wrong, like the whole place was watching me. As I hurried away, something followed me. When I stopped, it stopped. When I walked, it walked. It wasn't an animal. Someone was stalking me through the trees. Suddenly, I saw one man duck behind a tree, then another, then a third. They spread out like they were herding me. One held a metal pipe, another started screaming, a wild, angry scream. I ran until I found another fallen tree across the gorge, thin and shaky. I crossed it as fast as I could. The men reached the edge but didn't follow. They just stared as one shouted that I got lucky. I ran through the dark forest until I found the trailhead. I reported what happened, but nothing came of it. Even now, I can't forget the man with the axe, the way he looked at me like he already knew how the day would end. 3 years ago, I went hiking deep into northern Minnesota. No trails, no signs, just wilderness. After hours of walking, I realized nothing looked familiar anymore. I was lost. Then I heard it, rustling behind me. When I walked, it walked. When I stopped, it stopped. Something was following me. Out of nowhere, a pack of wolves circled me, 6 or 7 of them. They weren't curious, they were preparing to attack. But then, every wolf froze, their ears rose. They stared past me at something I couldn't see, and then they ran, terrified. The whole forest went dead silent. No wind, no birds, even the air felt heavy, like the world was holding its breath. Then I found a clearing filled with carved symbols, hanging bones, and stones stacked in strange patterns. It didn't feel natural. In the center floated thick black smoke, 6 feet above the ground. It wasn't rising, it wasn't moving, it shouldn't have been there. I stared at it, unable to look away. It felt like I was looking through a window into something else. A deep sadness washed over me. Then my memory suddenly cuts out. A whole chunk of time is gone. I don't know what happened next, and that scares me more than anything. I made it out, but the biggest terror is that something erased part of my mind, and I'll never know what it was. When I was younger, my friends and I camped almost every weekend. One trip took us 9 hours into the Ozarks, and we had no idea how dangerous it would get. During our hike, Anne said a man kept staring at her. When we finally looked, he ran off into the trees. It felt wrong. Later, we saw a very tall, thin woman, easily 6'5". She stood completely still, watching us. When we yelled that we had a gun, she turned and walked away. We tried to relax at camp, swam, cooked, laughed, drank. For a moment, everything felt normal again, but the forest wasn't done with us.
Late at night, we heard someone laughing outside our tent. Colin shouted that it wasn't him. I fired shots into the air and the footsteps ran away.
We thought about leaving, but didn't. We saw other hikers and told them what happened. They were disturbed too, which made us feel even worse. We hiked closer to the exit and set up a new camp only 3 miles away. We thought we'd be safer there. We were wrong.
That night, I woke up to pee. I heard leaves crunch behind me. When I turned on my headlamp, the same man from before stood there, holding a machete. He charged at me. I screamed and fired every shot I had. He fell, yelling in pain. I grabbed everyone and we ran, leaving everything behind.
We ran the last 3 miles to the parking lot and slept in the cars. At sunrise, we drove away without telling the police. To this day, I don't know if that was the right choice. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe my channel. See you on next videos. Till then, goodbye.